Every relationship means a lot to us. That is why when someone departs from us, when a friendship is broken, when there is a misunderstanding, even when there is a divorce, and most of all, when our loved ones depart from us, we go through great sadness. We suffer the pain of the absence of the ones that we loved. And it is relationship, actually, that gives us meaning in life. In fact, there is only one meaning in life. It's all about relationship. It is relationship that makes us human. It is relationship, beautiful relationship, that gives us meaning, purpose, and true joy. A man without any real relationship with others is a lonely man. That man has no meaning, no real purpose in life. He thinks that the pleasures of this world can bring him happiness. It is not true. We have a certain saturation point when it comes to physical enjoyment. That's the reason why, this world is in despair. Because the world thinks that happiness is found in these earthly things of the world. You must be rich. You must have plenty of possessions. You must have plenty of comfort. And then you will be happy. Sadness for many people when they arrive at the height of their career, when they have so much money in their life. They have to leave everything behind. Not a single thing, not even a single cent you can bring to the next life. That's the reason why those people who have no faith in God, who live only for this world, the joy is only limited to whatever they can enjoy on this earth. And even while enjoying, they're always fearful. They are fearful. These relationships that I have established, this man, this woman I have married, one day we will part and then no more. If our life is just lived for this world, even whatever joy we have cannot be truly experienced for fear of tomorrow. I have come across many people. They cannot let go of their loved ones who have departed from them. And do you know why? Because their love is for this person, only for this life. They forget that actually the fullness of life comes when we are only with God. The Father is the destiny. This is what heaven is all about, to be with the Father. That's why even when our loved ones have departed, they are not gone. They have gone to our Father's house. And that is your house, that is my house. That is the house that we only have. The rest of the houses on this world, they couldn't last. That's the place where we live for eternity, with joy, with confidence. And so when our loved ones return to the Father, we should be happy for them. Yes, we will miss them, but they are not gone. They are gone only for those who do not have faith in Jesus, don't have faith in the resurrection, don't have faith in God. That is why for worldly people, they only fear death, because they can do many things. No one can conquer death. Only Jesus has conquered death by his resurrection. Christian joy means to say we continue to celebrate even when we are suffering. No suffering does not mean that you are joyful. In fact, sometimes it is because of suffering that the joy is even greater. When you suffer for meaning, when you suffer for people that you loved, when you suffer for good, that kind of suffering actually builds you up and strengthens you. And the joy that comes from this kind of suffering is a joy so different. To know that we have triumphed and that we have overcome our sufferings. That is why we need to suffer for a meaning, for a purpose. Suffer for our loved ones. Don't suffer for yourself. You become depressed. You become inward looking. But if we look outwards, if we begin to focus on others, we forget about our own sufferings. And not only that, because when we suffer for others and we bring life to them, how beautiful that suffering is. When the mother is expecting a child, the mother has to carry full of fears, anxieties. Those of you who are expectant mothers will understand. When the child is born, oh, so much joy. Undescribable joy. So even suffering is actually a joyful experience that is provided we are suffering from a purpose. And you are suffering from an eternal purpose. That is our hope to be with Jesus and to be our loved ones who have already left us. Then that kind of suffering we can take. And that kind of suffering liberates us. So Christian joy is not just joy in the next life. That is not Christian joy. Christian joy is not just joy on this earth. That is not Christian joy. Christian joy means we already are joyful in this life, with or without suffering. It doesn't matter. And fullness of joy in heaven.